Welcome back. All right, so road teams, right? And honestly, during the regular season, as I said in the preview for this, the road team won all three games during the regular season. That continues in the playoffs. Dallas had problems with overtime during the regular season, problems in the playoffs as well. So it's Grubauer versus Ottinger and Pavelski's in, and Pavelski apparently didn't get the notice from the rest of the Stars that. Anyways, we'll go through it. Hintz fires one wide on a rush. Sagan has a shot that's blocked. Dodonov has a shot that's kicked aside. Beniers is denied from the slot, and then on a one-timer on his second shift on the ice at 2:25, Pavelski opens the scoring from Marchment and Domi. So big start there for Pavelski. Huge return for him. Then there was a post for Hintz on the next shift. So it looked like this might go Dallas's way early. Kraken clear. Then there's a post for Wenberg from the slot. Cartier is denied. Beniers fires a rebound wide. Donato has a net drive that's defended. Gord has a shot that's blocked. The Stars clear. The shots are three apiece at 6.5 minutes. Harley then has a screenshot that's saved. Seattle clears. Domi has a chance that's held. Heiskanen fires one wide. Hintz is denied. Grubauer holds on. There was a power play for the Stars. They cycle early. There's a shorthanded rush by Tanev that's saved. Then there was a shorthanded clear by Gord, and the Stars really struggling to set up on that power play. It is killed off by Seattle. So if Seattle's penalty kill ends up shutting down Dallas's power play, that goes a long way to securing them an upset here. Faxa then has a net drive that's defended, and then against the flow of play, Seattle gets on the board. It's Schwartz from Geeky and Eberle at 11:25. And he buries that one in close, and it just started what was a ridiculous time here. So at 12:18, Dallas answers. It's Pavelski, tips in a point shot from Harley. Heiskanen with the secondary assist there. So it's a 2-1 lead for Dallas. It does not last. At 14:28, Schultz scores from Donato. He wires it on a great cross-ice pass. And then 11 seconds later at 14:39, Bjorkstrand on a rush, clearly. Alexiak and Borgen with the assists, and you need a save there. Ottinger had a really rough first period in this one. 5 combined goals on 10 shots for each team. So 5 goals on 20 combined shots early. It wouldn't stay that way, but it was ridiculous. And then at 15:20, Seattle scores again. Face-off win, and then a tip point shot. It's Eberle from Dunn and Beniers at 15:20. So, yeah, shell-shocked crowd. Shell-shocked Stars fan here watching it, because this is unusual for Dallas. They don't allow 4 goals in a period. It's the first time it's happened to Ottinger all year. That was the 11th shot, so that was back-to-back shots. They scored on 3 straight shots. So, yeah, 4th goal. Dodonov to Benn, then a near miss. Sprong has a rush chance that's held. The Kraken press in the final minute. So after one period, it's 4-2 in favor of the Seattle Kraken, and the 2 are both from Pavelski, who I thought was the only Dallas Star who had a really good first period. Maybe Hintz, but outside of that, it was a rough first period. And no physical play from Dallas through the first 40. So second period, there's an early press by the Kraken. Sagan then has a net drive that's defended. There's a press by Seattle at 3 minutes. Donato can't bury one, but Seattle ends up drawing themselves a power play. Schultz then has a shot that's caught and held. The Stars clear on the next faceoff. The Kraken set up. They cycle. It's cleared out. Fans call one. The referee doesn't. It's killed off with a rush by Hintz at the end of it. The shots are 3-1 Seattle, 5.5 minutes into this period. Kraken press at 6 minutes. Beniers then has a rush chance that's saved. Robertson's then denied on a rush. The Stars press at 9 minutes. Grubauer holds. Dodonov has a shot that's saved from the face-off circle. Geeky has a blast that's saved. The Stars clear it out. The fans call one. Referee does not. So that's the second one in the second that was like that. Stars then do get a power play shortly thereafter. Foxa nearly buries one late, but Seattle does kill that off. So again, Dallas's power play, they just had two of them, and they didn't get much going on either one. Teams then exchange rushes. Dodonov to Johnston gets picked off. There's a press by the Kraken that draws them a power play. There's a shorthanded rush chance by Hintz that's saved. The Kraken set up. They cycle. Bjorkstrand's denied. Geeky has a shot that's saved. The rebound's cleared to end that power play. Eberle has a rush chance that's saved. Seattle playing the better checking game, and that was obvious. The forechecking, the back checking. Seattle had both going through 40 minutes. Kraken press in the final minute. Schwartz was turned aside, but they're still ahead 4-2 after 2. And the shot suppression by Seattle was really, really good. until about halfway through the third period. So we'll go into the third period here. Johnston fires one wide on a rush. The Stars press. The next chance for Johnston was blocked. Geekie has a fast break. That's defended. Then there's a post for Beniers. Ottinger was completely out of position. That puck should have been in the net. Miller misses one high on a rush. The Kraken clear. Donato has a wraparound chance. That's held. Robertson then has a shot that's blocked as the Stars press. Kraken press back at 5 minutes. The Stars ice it. Larson has a shot that deflects wide. Good forechecking by Seattle again. Foxa fires one wide. Marchment can't bury one. The Kraken clear it out. The Kraken press draws them a power play. They cycle. The Stars clear it out. Bjorkstrand has a shot that's blocked. It's cleared out. Tolvanen's denied late in it. That's killed off. The Stars clear. Gord to Donato. Near miss there. And then Pavelski scores on a rebound off the rush from Ben and Domi. That's at 9 minutes and 50 seconds. That's the hat trick. Hats are on the ice. There are a lot of hats on the ice. It's a long delay with the hats on the ice. There was some discussion about whether or not maybe Pete DeBoer was upset about how much time it took to get those hats off the ice, number of hats. But either way, it doesn't have an effect on the game from here. Kraken press for response. Sagan has a blast that's held, and then there's some pushing. The Stars press with 8 minutes left. The Kraken steal it from Ben, clear it out, but then Pavelski bats one out of the air. Not above his shoulder or above the crossbar either, so it's a good one. Hakanpää winged it over to him. Domi with the other assist. That's at 13:23. So now it's a 4-4 tie. Schwartz then has a shot that's held. Dodonov has a net feed that's picked off. Kraken press with 3 minutes left. Beniers has a rush chance that's saved. Dunn has one that's tipped wide. Johnston, fires one wide from the slot in the final minute. The Stars press to close it out. And so they have momentum going into the overtime. But Seattle remembered who they were in that overtime. Like they just, even though St. Louis, Dallas had opportunities in that overtime, you could just feel like Seattle was doing a good job of shutting things down. So there's early forechecking by Seattle. They pick it up where they were in the second, not so much that second half of the third. Hintz has a rush that's defended. The Kraken clear. There's a near miss by Schwartz. Soucy has a shot that deflects out. Suter fires one high as the Stars press. Johnston has a net feed that deflects wide. Cartier fires one wide on a rush. Bjorkstrand has a shot that's kicked aside. Schwartz clears one to end a Stars press. Things get pushy on an Ottinger hold. Marchment tips one wide while Borgen was down hurt, and this is when there was one guy who was sitting in front of the camera who every time Dallas got close to the net put his beer up in front of the camera. That's aggravating. If you know you're in front, don't do that. Just anyways, because it's just every time the puck went near the net, and it's like, okay, dude, seriously, just put the beer down. So the shots are 3-1 for Dallas at 6 minutes, and then the clock issues cause a delay. The clock wasn't right. It doesn't matter. It just gives them something of a break. Heiskanen then has a shot that's blocked. Hintz is denied. Delandria was denied as well. Cartier then has a shot that's held. Ottinger to Sprong. You don't pass it to Sprong if you're Ottinger, and then Ottinger bails himself out by saving the Sprong chance. Kraken press at the half. Hakanpää has a tip shot that's saved. Geekie has a chance that's held. The shovels come out. Gets them a bit of a break. And then Seattle presses, and they score. Good forecheck ends up leading to that. Gord scores from Bjorkstrand and Larson at 12-17. Seattle wins 5-4. They go to 1-0 in this series, of course. 4-1 on the road. So for Dallas, they lose at home, and again, they're 0-2 in overtime. Seattle's 2-0 in overtime. Your 3 stars, I'm going to disagree a little bit. It's Pavelski, Gord, and Domi. I don't know that I would give 2 Dallas stars in this game. I would probably have given... third star, I'm tempted to say Beniers, but I'm also tempted to say Bjorkstrand. He assisted on the winner, and he had the goal that put them in the lead in the first period as well. So I would have gone with Bjorkstrand. I know Domi had a good game, but really the one that came to play was Pavelski. There were some passengers in this game. Robertson's name's not on the board. Hintz had some good opportunities. His name's not on the board. Johnston couldn't bury one. Like, these are players that the good news is for Dallas, they seem to get better as the game went along. The bad news is we'll go through the shots here and it'll show you. So the shots are 12-11 Seattle in the first, 14-9 Seattle in the second, 11-8 Dallas in the third, and then 10-4 Seattle in the overtime. The final shot's 44-35 for the Kraken. They just outplayed them. Seattle 0 for 3 on the power play. Dallas 0 for 2. The hits 47-19 for Seattle. So they outshoot them by a fair margin and outhit them by more than 2-1. Seattle came out to play and earned this win. Grubauer saves 31 out of 35. He looked shaky in the first. They didn't really take advantage of it enough. And Ottinger was really shaky in that first period. 39 saves on 44 shots altogether. Dallas has to lock things down a little better early in the next game, because if Seattle wins the second game and goes up 2-0, this may end up being a quick series the other way. Yeah, so we'll see how things work out. But it's another reminder that in general, when a team I cheer for goes into overtime, they're generally going to lose. That seems to be the way things work out for me. As soon as I see that overtime, I'm like, all right. First Boston, now Dallas. This is just the way it works. But hey, for Seattle, all the best to them. And we'll see how things work out in the second game. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.